Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a little bit since I made a video, but we went away on vacation for 4 days. So today I thought I would just share with you what I ate on vacation. I did bring my camera with me and did try to film all my meals, but I forgot to bring the charger. So I took a lot of photos of our family and then my battery died and I was not really able to film the food. So I thought instead I would just quickly tell you what I ate. So the very first thing that I did, we stayed in a hotel, so we didn't have a kitchen or anything. So I made sure I packed things that didn't need to be cooked and all that and heated. So I packed a lot of snacks for the trip there and also while we were in the hotel so we would not have to go out and buy anything junky. So I brought, for example, potato chips that were cooked in avocado oil for my husband and my kids. I brought plantain chips that are cooked in coconut oil for me since I can't have nightshades. I brought lots of like grass-fed beef sticks from Chomps. I brought lots of seaweed from Sea Snacks. I got coconut chips. I brought some granola bars from the company Welo, so they're just like low sugar granola bars. Lots and lots of fruits and veggies. So I brought cucumber, I brought apples, avocado, and I did bring obviously knives and forks and spoons that I could cut the avocado, and it was a perfect snack because it's filling, because it's fatty, and it's also alkalizing and nutritious. So I brought, like I said, lots of fruits and veggies, celery, carrots, things that can hold up. Hummus, so there's this hummus that's from a grocery store around here, and it has it's organic and it's actually made with navy beans instead of chickpeas, but like I said, it's organic and there's no canola oil or anything, so that was like perfect for dipping. So that's the kind of stuff that I brought to snack on while we were there. I also got peaches and bananas and just easy things to grab. So then in terms of meals, for the first day, I actually just made food that I had at home. I made like a healthy pasta with a grass-fed sausage in it and some veggies. And we had that on the first night in the hotel because we did have a mini bar fridge. So I did store that in there and it was meant to be eaten cold, so it worked out perfect. But for the other nights there, the first thing that I did before we even went on our trip was actually research restaurants that are in the area. So I looked for restaurants that have gluten-free options, obviously for me and my family because we are gluten-free. And I also looked to see if I could find organic if possible, and I was in luck. I actually found a couple restaurants. The first one was like a burger joint, but they sell, their burgers are all organic, antibiotic and hormone-free. And they have gluten-free buns, gluten-free fries, and things like that. So it's nice when you're on vacation to indulge and have, you know, junk food, but it's nice to still have it pretty clean. So this was perfect for that because we got like our pub food, our burgers and fries, but they were clean. So we did that on one of the nights. Then I also looked up restaurants that have good breakfast and stuff that you can still get gluten-free and just really clean. And again, we found one. It was actually in the hotel we were staying at, and they had gluten-free like fries, and you can get eggs and everything that was like really clean, berries, gluten-free toast. So we did that for one of the breakfasts. And I did share a lot of what I was eating on Instagram, but I wasn't able to actually film it on my camera to put in this video, unfortunately. But if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen some of the stuff that we were eating. So I also found a bakery that was right near our hotel, and sorry, kids in the background. But this bakery that was right near our hotel was actually a gluten-free bakery, and not only were they gluten-free, the bread that they made was actually really clean. Again, I shared it on Instagram, but there was like no cornstarch or soy or canola. It was all coconut oil and lots of flax and apple cider vinegar, so it was really clean bread. So I bought a few loaves, brought some home, but also had some there. All I did was I got bread, kept it in the bar fridge, and I bought some organic turkey, sliced turkey breast that was like nitrate and everything free, so from the grocery store there. So I put that on the bread, put on some organic romaine lettuce that I bought from the grocery store as well, spread on some of that hummus, and we had sandwiches for lunch. That was like the perfect lunch for us because it's yummy, it tastes really good, but you're also getting your veggies and your protein and clean bread. So I didn't have to worry about anything like that. Any kind of like soy or canola or anything. So we actually ate really well on our trip. So for desserts, I did bring our own stuff. So we brought chocolate and I forgot what else. I brought like some cookies and stuff that were clean. I also made muffins at home that were sugar-free and all of that. There was just like some dates and walnuts and good stuff in there. They were actually paleo muffins. So I brought that, and we had those also for snacks. And we did get ice cream, the one for dessert for one of the nights there. It was gluten-free ice cream, but there's obviously tons of sugar in it, but we did have it and we enjoyed it. And you know, we did want to treat our kids, so that was really nice. something that I did was, our hotel room does not have like a teapot or anything, but we did have a coffee maker. So for drinks, we did lots of coconut water from Buddha brands and stuff, and we brought our own water. And we bought these, I have kombucha bottles, and you probably have seen it on my channel, and they're glass. So we filled it up with our own water, and we brought that. So we didn't have to drink out of plastic, we drank out of our own glass bottles, which was great. But what I did was I took the water, I poured it into the coffee pot, turned it on to heat it up, and I made my teas with that water. Instead of, you know, having to boil water, I just put it in the kettle, and it actually got very hot, so it made my teas. I also brought the like turmeric probiotic packets from Organic Traditions, and I poured it into like one of my bottles that I brought because it was glass, and then I poured in the hot water, and I actually had like my turmeric or my golden milk lattes every single night. So it worked out really well because the coffee maker did a fantastic job at heating the water, so I still got my anti-inflammatories in. For supplements, we brought all our supplements that we would regularly take, and I just like literally divided it into Ziploc bags and labeled it, so day 1 for my husband or day 1 for me, etc. So that we had all our supplements. I also brought liquid chlorophyll, and I even brought sliced organic lemons from home that I squeezed in with some of that hot water from the coffee maker, and it worked out perfect because we were still cleansing on our trip. So it took some thinking and some planning, finding out what restaurants were around us and stuff, but it worked out really well. We didn't really cheat on our trip. Everything was always gluten-free and was as clean as possible, and we still enjoyed it. And for the way home, I did stop at the grocery store, and I got some like Love Grown berry cereal for the kids to snack on, and we got some banana chips and stuff like that. So they did have like a little bit of sugar and some processed food, but it was always gluten-free and always clean, and that way they got to enjoy their trip as well. But it was a wonderful trip, and I'm sorry I really couldn't film much for you guys for the food because my camera died, and I was just so bummed about that. But we made it work, and I found ways to eat really clean on the trip and just buy organic, like celery and things like that. So I always got our veggies in, and it was just like I said, that mini bar fridge was perfect because we kept all our drinks in there and all our food in there, and it kept it cold for us, and we left the fruits and stuff out on like the desk. But yeah, definitely didn't feel like we were on vacation in terms of food because everything we ate was really good. So it definitely took some planning, and but we did make it work. So that's just something that I just want to share with you, pretty much what we would eat if we go on a trip. We always bring as much as we can from home, and then whatever we can't bring from home, I try to find from like a local restaurant or grocery store, as long as it's gluten-free. And I find that now, and as every single day passes, it's getting a lot easier to find gluten-free options at restaurants. I feel like a lot of people are becoming more conscious about it, or are getting more allergies to it. So restaurants are now forced, and bakeries are now forced to provide options for those of us who can't have gluten, so they don't lose, you know, business. So it is really good that way. I find it's like a lot easier now to just get gluten-free stuff. So we made it work, and yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. I thought it was a pretty cool hack with the coffee maker because I was still able to have my tea and my turmeric lattes and my matcha, and still have that hot water. And like I said, we did bring our own water from home, our own alkaline mineral water from home, and I poured it in our glass bottles so that we didn't have any plastic, and I didn't have to worry about using like tap water from the hotel or anything. We had all of our own water, and it was really great. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hope you got some tips from it. The most important thing before you go on a trip is to just plan out your meals, restaurants, and whatever you're missing and you're like, I need to bring stuff with me. If you want to bring snack foods, go online. There are loads of like paleo or gluten-free or really clean snacks you can bring that are pretty affordable. And it just, you know, gives you that feeling like you're having some junk food and some treats at the hotel, but really they're still clean. We did bring a lot of Smart Sweets for my kids. So they did have some Smart Sweets on the beach, which are like little, pretty much like sugar-free candies, gummy bears. We love them. So yeah, it was a fantastic trip. It was only 3 nights, 4 days, but it was definitely a lot of planning on my part in terms of food because I do have a family of 5. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch it. If you do not follow me on Instagram, head down to the description box and follow me. The link is there. My handle is at Marla's Healthy Life, and I share lots of healthy recipes, paleo recipes, candida friendly recipes, and lifestyle tips along with autoimmune tips. And I'm officially a holistic nutritionist for those of you who don't know and who are not following me on Instagram. So stay tuned. I will be sharing my website. I'm going to be doing a giveaway as well for my services and all of that. So stay tuned. And if you're not subscribed already, hit that subscribe button down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.